students, in present video I am going to explain about third problem from final accounts chapter. I am taking this question from Telangana State Telugu Academy Inter First Year Accountancy Textbook. But this video is useful to all commerce students who want to know about final accounts topic. First two problems related videos links are available in the description box. Let us see the question. From the following trial balance, prepare final accounts of Sachin Traders for the year ended 31st March 2019. In question, trial balance is given, dated 31st March 2019. So trial balance we prepare at the end of the year. So current year last date is 31st March 2019. Then starting date will be 1st April 2018. So current year is 2018 and 2019. For this period, firm wants to prepare final accounts. So to prepare final accounts, we need the help of trial balance. So trial balance on 31st March 19 is given in the question. In addition to trial balance, he has given some adjustments also. By using trial balance and these adjustments, we have to prepare final accounts. In whose books? Sachin Traders. Meaning is, our firm name is Sachin Traders. So you are an accountant of this firm. So all transactions you have to think from this firm's point of view. Final accounts we have to prepare. Final accounts we prepare at the end of the year. So on 31st March 2019 we have to prepare final accounts. Final accounts of sole proprietorship includes trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. First two are accounts. In one table only we prepare these two accounts. Balance sheet is a statement. So we prepare a separate table for this. First, trading account and profit and loss account we are going to prepare. Heading is trading account, comma, profit and loss account of Sachin Traders for the year ended 31st March 2019. So account format contains 4 columns. Particulars amount. Debit side, credit side. First we have to prepare trading account. Continuation is profit and loss account. So trading account is a nominal account. So nominal account rules we have to follow while preparing trading account. Nominal account rule, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So expenses, losses we have to show on debit side of trading account. Incomes and gains, credit side. Expenses and losses are of two types. Direct expenses, indirect expenses. Direct expenses we have to show on debit side of trading account. Indirect expenses in profit and loss account debit side. Direct expenditure means the expenditure which is incurred by the firm up to manufacturing of a product. So all manufacturing related expenses are direct expenses. The expenses which are incurred by the firm after manufacturing of the goods are known as indirect expenses. Indirect expenses we have to show on debit side of profit and loss account. Credit side, incomes we should write now. So incomes are also two types. Direct incomes, indirect incomes. Direct incomes in trading account credit side we should show, and indirect incomes profit and loss account credit side. Direct incomes means main income. So for any organization, main income is sale. Therefore, sales income comes under direct income. Indirect income means other incomes like interest received, discount received, commission received, dividend received, etc. First, trading account we have to start with opening stock. See the question in trial balance debit side. So before solving this problem, you should always keep trial balance rules in mind. So trial balance, debit balances, amount, credit balances, amounts. 4 columns he is giving now. Here, debit column contains assets, expenses, losses, drawings. Credit column contains opposite. Asset opposite, liability. Expenditure opposite, income. Loss opposite, gain. Drawings opposite, capital. So credit side, liabilities, incomes, gains, capital, reserve, fund, provisions we should show. Now debit side. Opening stock is given in the question 2500. Opening stock means previous year last date closing stock, unsold stock becomes opening stock for current year. Stock on 1st April 2018 is known as opening stock. Current year starting date stock is called opening stock. That amount in trading account on debit side we should write. This is account now. So debit side in particulars column you have to start with the TO2 and credit side BY by. To opening stock 2500 rupees. Next you have to write purchases. So purchase is an expenditure. So in trial balance debit side he gives that. See, purchases 5000 rupees. Debit side 2 purchases. Now, this 5000 in inner column we have to write or in outer column. It depends on purchase returns information. See the credit balances. Purchase returns 500. Purchase returns are given in the question. Therefore, purchases 5000 in inner column we should write. And purchase returns we have to subtract minus returns 500. In outer column remaining amount 4500 rupees. Now come to other debit items. Cash, purchases, wages. Wage we pay to workers who work in factory. They manufacture goods. So wage expenditure is manufacturing related expenditure. Therefore, on debit side of trading account we have to show this. 2 wages. Before writing the amount, we have to observe whether any adjustment is given for these wages. See the adjustments. 4th point, outstanding wages 300. Adjustment is given. So outstanding wages means for current year we have to pay. So we have to pay means we should add. Therefore, wages amount in inner column 1000 rupees plus outstanding 300 rupees. Total in outer column 1300 rupees. Next, opening stock, salary, insurance, carriage on purchases. In first problem clearly explained about this. Carriage on purchase means transport. Firm purchased raw material. So from supplier's place to our factory, we brought this material. For that we incurred carriage expenditure. So we bring the raw material, then we start manufacturing process. So this is manufacturing related expenditure, direct expenditure. Therefore, on debit side of trading account, you have to write. So when he gives carriage or carriage on purchases or carriage inwards, you have to show on debit side of trading account. Because these three are same, direct expenses. Suppose he has given carriage on sale or carriage outwards. These are indirect expenses. On debit side of profit and loss account we have to show. Now this is on debit side of this account only. To carriage on purchases amount 500 rupees. Next, carriage on purchases, furniture, sales returns, rent, machinery, debtor, discount, bills receivable. So debit side completed. Come to credit side. In trial balance, credit side, bank overdraft, sales. Sales is direct income. So credit side we have to show that. By sales. Before writing the amount, we have to observe whether any sales returns are given or not. So in trial balance on debit side he gives sales returns. See the debit side. Sales returns are given 600 rupees. Therefore, sales income you have to show on credit side. And in inner column, 9,000 rupees in inner column minus returns, sales returns 600, remaining amount in outer column 8,400 rupees. Next, you have to take one amount from adjustments, that is closing stock. See the point number 2, closing stock 4,500. Closing stock means the unsold stock on 31st March 2019. Opening stock we are shown on debit side now. Closing stock we have to show on credit side. by closing stock 4,500 rupees. Now all amounts were taken in trading account. Finally, we have to calculate the gross profit or gross loss. Procedure is, observe which side total is more. Credit total is more. In rough notes, that credit total we have to write 8,400 plus 4,500 is equal to 12,900 rupees minus debit amount columns total 8,800. Difference is 4,100 rupees. So this is gross profit or gross loss. Credit side we wrote incomes. Debit side expenses. So income amount is more than expenditure amount. Therefore the final answer is profit. It is known as gross profit. We said we should show this amount. Rule is where the total is less, that side we have to show. Debit side total is less. So debit side 4,100 rupees. For that you have to write to gross profit. Two sides put the totals. Highest total 12,900 rupees. This side also same. With this, trading account is completed. Then profit and loss account. In the same table, we have to continue this. You have to start this account with a gross profit. In trading account, on debit side, we wrote gross profit. That amount you have to bring on credit side. By gross profit, 4,100 rupees. Now come to profit and loss account. On debit side, indirect expenses we have to show. On credit side, indirect incomes. See the trial balance, debit side. Cash, purchases, wages, opening stock, salaries. Salaries we pay to employees. Employees work in office. Office related expenses are indirect expenses. P&L account debit side. To salaries. Adjustment is given. Therefore, salaries amount 1,000 rupees you have to write in inner column. Adjustment number 1. Outstanding salary is 500. So for current year, more 500 we have to pay. So outstanding expenditure we have to add. Plus outstanding 500 rupees. Total in outer column. Next, salary is completed. Insurance 900 rupees. Insurance means insurance premium. Insurance premium comes under indirect expenditure. So firm took one insurance policy to meet the risk of business. Suppose theft insurance policy, fire accident policy, etc. So to insurance company, firm has to pay premium. So this insurance premium is not related with the manufacturing, no. So it is indirect expenditure. Profit and loss account debit side. To insurance. Adjustment is given. Therefore, insurance amount 900. You have to write in inner column. Adjustment number 3. Prepaid insurance 400. Prepaid means next year insurance premium now only we paid. So we are preparing this account to know the current year profit or loss. If you want to know current year profit or loss, only current year expenses, current year incomes we should take. If any next year expenses or incomes are included in current year amounts, we have to subtract them. Therefore, prepaid insurance we have to subtract. Minus prepaid 400 rupees. In outer column 500. Insurance completed. Carriage on purchases completed. Furniture sales return. Rent. Debit side he has given rent. So debit side he gives expenses, losses, assets, no. Means rent is expenditure. Firm paid rent. So this rent is not related with the manufacturing activity. Therefore, it is indirect expenditure. Profit and loss account debit side. There is no adjustment. Therefore, amount directly we can write in outer column. Rent amount is 800 rupees. Next, machinery asset. Debtors. Discount. Debit side discount is given. So discount is of two types. Trade discount, cash discount. Cash discount is again divided into two types. Discount allowed, discount received. So discount allowed is a loss. Discount received is gain. So debit side is given discount. means it is a loss, means discount allowed. So in profit and loss account, debit side we have to show this. To discount 400 rupees. Bills receivable, asset not here. So debit completed. Come to trial balance credit side. Bank overdraft, sales, purchase returns, capital, commission received. So sale is direct income, trading account credit side. All other incomes are indirect. Profit and loss account credit side. By commission received. No adjustment, amount in outer column. 1200 rupees. Creditors, not here, it is a liability. So trial balance amounts completed. Adjustments also once we have to verify whether we have taken all the adjustments in P&L account or not. See the adjustments. Outstanding salaries completed. Closing stock in trading account credit side completed. Prepaid insurance over. Outstanding wages over. Depreciation on machinery not yet completed. So machinery is a fixed asset. When we use a fixed asset, its value reduces. That is called depreciation loss. So this depreciation loss we have to show on debit side of profit and loss account. To depreciation on machinery, we have to calculate in inner column. Machinery value is given in the trial balance, 5,000 rupees. Depreciation percentage 10%, means 10 by 100. One numerator, one denominator we have to cancel. 10 is numerator, 100 is denominator. 5,000 is also numerator because 5,000 divided by 1 is there. So first common zeros we will cancel. Then 500 in outer column. Depreciation on machinery is 500 rupees. All amounts we have taken in profit and loss account. Finally, we have to calculate net profit or net loss. Observe, which side total is more? Credit side. In rough notes, you have to find out the total. Credit total is 5,300 minus debit total, all these amounts total, 3,700. Difference is 1,600 rupees. What is the meaning of this answer? Credit side, we wrote incomes and gains. Debit side, expenses and losses. Income is more than the expenditure. Therefore, answer is profit, net profit. We said we have to show that where the total is less. Debit side total is less. So, debit side, show this net profit amount, 1,600 rupees. Further, write down to net profit. Now, put the totals on two sides. Highest amount, 5,300 rupees. Credit side also same total, 5,300. With this, trading account and profit and loss account, both are completed. Now you have to close this table. Open a new table, balance sheet. Balance sheet is only a statement. Therefore, we should not write DR, CR symbols. On left side, we have to show liabilities, on right side, assets. So liability side, we should not start with the TO2. Asset side, we should not start with BY by. Because the balance sheet is only a statement, it is not an account. Then, first debit side of trial balance. So debit side he gives expenses, losses, drawings, assets, no. So only assets we have to show here. Cash 3,000. Cash is an asset. Next, purchases, wages, opening stock, salaries, insurance, carriage on purchases, furniture. Furniture is an asset. Asset side we have to show that. No adjustment. Therefore, amount in outer column, 2,000 rupees. Sales returns, rent, machinery. Machinery is also an asset. Asset side. Adjustment is given, no depreciation. Therefore, machinery amount in inner column. Depreciation we have to subtract. Minus depreciation. We have calculated the amount in P&L account, debit side. 500 rupees came. Subtract that amount. Remaining amount in outer column, 4,500 rupees. Debtors. Debtor is an asset. Asset side. No adjustment. Therefore, amount in outer column 4,000 rupees. Discount bills receivable. This is also an asset. Asset side 1,000 rupees. Trial balance debit column completed. Come to credit column. Credit side, he gives liabilities, incomes, gains, provisions, reserves, funds. Liabilities we have to take here. Bank overdraft. From bank we have taken loan. This is a liability we have to show here. 1,000 rupees. Sales, purchase returns, capital. At the end we show that commission received, creditors. Creditor is a liability. 1,000 rupees. Trial balance amounts are completed. Come to adjustments. Outstanding salaries. Adjustment amounts 2 times we should write. Trial balance amounts 1 time. Outstanding salaries 1 time where we wrote profit and loss account. To salary we added. Second time we have to pay salary means it is a liability. Liability side we have to show. Outstanding salaries. Amount 500 rupees. Next, closing stock. It is an asset. 1 time trading account credit side. Second time in balance sheet on asset side we have to show. But we will show that at the end. Prepaid insurance. So next year insurance amount now only we paid. So insurance company became liable to us. So without receiving insurance benefit, we paid premium to them. So benefit should come from that company. Means it is an asset. So prepaid insurance 1 time in profit and loss account from insurance we subtracted. Second time it is an asset. Therefore show on asset side. Prepaid insurance 400 rupees. Outstanding wages 300. 1 time in trading account to wages we added. Second time we have to pay wage. It is a liability. Liability side we have to show. Amount 300 rupees. Fifth point, depreciation on machinery 10% completed. We have subtracted here. So all amounts are completed. Finally, asset side show the closing stock 4,500 rupees. Liability side capital. In inner column, capital amount is 15,000 rupees. In profit and loss account, we got net profit. If you get net profit, you have to add that to capital because capital is owner's amount. Net profit is also owner's amount. So to owner's capital, we have to add net profit. If net loss comes, we have to subtract. Here net profit came, therefore add that amount to capital plus net profit 1,600 rupees. Now the total in inner column or outer column, observe in the question, drawings are given, trial balance, debit column, drawings are not given. In adjustments, interest on capital is also not given. Therefore, no other adjustments related to capital, therefore total in outer column. Now finally, calculate the totals of two sides amounts. Liability side total is 19,400. So here asset side total same. So two sides you should get equal amounts. Then only a problem is correct. So this is all about third problem from final accounts topic. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.